Welcome to HOYS, short for Hunting Outbursting Young Stars. In this project, we continuously observe clusters of young stars to discover stars that are experiencing an outburst and to find many other types of interesting objects. By doing that, we want to find out more about the processes that form stars and planets. In this project, we work in a large team with amateur astronomers around the world. It's a citizen science project, and you can join us if you like. In this short video, we want to give you a quick overview about ways to contribute to the project. These are some of the regions we are observing. We focus on nearby young clusters and star-forming regions that are visible from the northern hemisphere. Our clusters have been chosen so that they are interesting to keen astrophotographers. These are stunning nebula and beautiful groups of stars, as you can see in these pictures. It is entirely possible that you're already observing some of these regions, for example, to make fantastic images. And if that's the case, or if you want to start looking at these regions, you can now also produce scientifically valuable data at the time. That's the basic idea of this project. To take images for the HOYS project, you only need very modest equipment. A telescope with as little as 5 centimeters or 2-inch aperture can deliver really useful data, and bigger telescopes will obviously be helpful as well. You will also need a camera, but there are no specific requirements here. Either CCDs or CMOS detectors or DSLR cameras can be used. Some fields are very crowded, and therefore we recommend that the pixel scale for your images should be no larger than 3 arcseconds. You do need a filter, but any optical filter from the ultraviolet to the I-band is useful. This includes the tree-color filters used in many of the DSLR cameras. Besides the normal broadband filters, we're also interested in images taken through filters centered on the hydrogen alpha emission lines. And if any of the words that I've just used are confusing and incomprehensible, don't worry, we can explain that and we can give instructions. The amount of observing is also very flexible. Even a few minutes of observing time every now and then are helpful. This allows people to generate useful data for the project, even under challenging observing conditions or when there's not much time available. Of course, everyone is very welcome to spend as much observing time on the project as possible or as convenient. Here's a new component to the project. On the 1st of July 2020, HOYS has been selected as one of the so-called Global Sky Partners of the Las Cumbres Observatory, abbreviated LCO. We have been allocated 60 hours of time on the network of 0.4 meter telescopes that are located around the world. We aim to share that time with amateur astronomers. What this means is that amateurs without access to suitable equipment can now use the LCO telescopes to collect data and get involved in the analysis of young star-forming regions. If you're interested in this unique opportunity, then please apply to join via our website. You will receive training on all aspects of the project, including setting up your own observations on the LCO telescopes, interacting with the images, and analyzing light curves. By spreading the observing between a large number of amateur and professional observatories around the world, we aim to observe our target region at least once each day in all filters, as a team over many years, to investigate the long-term behavior of the young stars. Spreading the observing over many people and countries guards us against bad weather and other disruptions. The number of active participants in the project is constantly growing. We have almost 70 observers currently from 11 different countries around the globe. They have sent in around 30,000 individual images, in which we have made more than 130 million brightness measurements of stars right now. This unique dataset is stored in our publicly accessible database and can be used by everyone for their own research projects. Speaking of research, the HOYS data is used for a wide variety of research projects, mostly related to star and planet formation. For example, we study occultations of young stars by material in their immediate environment. This enables us to investigate the structure and properties of accretion disks very close to the star at a much higher spatial resolution than can be achieved with direct imaging or interferometry. We can detect clumps that may be associated with growing planets. We also study the rotation of stars, as well as the properties and evolution of star spots on their surfaces. With our long-term coverage several filters, we can follow the temperature and size of these spots over time and trace their movements on the stellar surface. Furthermore, we investigate the detailed behavior of stars that are undergoing brightness outbursts to better understand the growth of stars. There are many possible further research avenues with the HOYS dataset, and we want to encourage all our participants to explore the data collected by the project and to pursue their own research ideas. Our team is, of course, continuously working on the scientific analysis of the HOYS data. All participants are encouraged to get involved in the data analysis and experience the entire process of scientific work from collecting the data to the final publication. Everyone who wishes to get involved will, of course, get efforts acknowledged by co-authorship on the publications. We're also publishing larger survey and overview papers about the project, and on these papers, everyone who contributed data will be added as a co-author if they so wish. The HOYS project is run by Dr. Dirk Fröbrick from the University of Kent and Dr. Alex Scholz from the University of St. Andrews. We are supported by a team of advisors that is composed of researchers, amateur astronomers, teachers, and public engagement staff. If you would like to get more information, please do not hesitate to get in touch. You can find us at hoys.space or follow us via our social media presence on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for regular updates, news, and discussions. Thank you very much for listening.